Hi viewers, welcome to my channel. This is Sridhar Reddy Elpedi, Assistant Professor of Physics from Government Degree College for Women, Nalgonda. Welcome to my channel, Sri Quantum Academy. Feel the physics at glance. Today I am going to discuss with you simple harmonic motion, its characteristic properties and energy of the oscillator. Before going to watch my video, please subscribe my channel. If you not yet done, press bell icon to get latest updates. First, simple harmonic motion. What is simple harmonic motion? A periodic motion in which body execute to and fro motion about a fixed point, and the restoring force acting on the body is always proportional to the displacement and it acts towards the mean position. The equation for simple harmonic motion is d square x by dt square plus omega naught square x is equal to 0, and the solution for this equation of motion is given by x is equal to a sine omega naught t plus theta, where x is the displacement of the particle from mean position. Next, energy of the simple harmonic oscillator. Simple harmonic oscillator possesses kinetic energy and potential energy both. That means every body has two types of energies, kinetic energies and potential energy. Why kinetic energy? Because it is moving from mean position to and fro motion, no, due to the velocity it gains kinetic energy, and due to the displacement from the mean position, that means due to the restoring force, it possesses potential energy also. So at any instant of time, total energy of the oscillator is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. So E is equal to K plus U. Here K is kinetic energy, U is potential energy. This is equation number 1. Now what I have to do? I have to find out kinetic energy and I have to find out potential energy, and I have to substitute here. I will get total energy. Okay. Number 1. First let us find out kinetic energy. Kinetic energy formula Ke is equal to general formula half mv square, right? That implies half m. V means velocity. Velocity is equal to dx by dt. So half m dx by dt square. But actually what is the displacement? X is equal to a sine omega naught t plus theta, right? If I differentiate that one, what I will get? Dx by dt, velocity is equal to dx by dt is equal to d by dt of x means a sine omega naught t plus theta. If I differentiate sine theta, what I will get? Cos theta. So v is equal to dx by dt is equal to a omega naught cos omega naught t plus theta. Right? Now substitute this dx by dt in above equation. What I will get? Kinetic energy is equal to K is equal to half m dx by dt means a omega naught cos omega naught t plus theta whole square. Right? That implies K is equal to half m a square omega naught square cos square omega naught t plus theta. Right? This is equation number 2. This is the kinetic energy. Now let us find out the potential energy. What do you mean by potential energy? Potential energy is the work done against the restoring force. Here potential energy, the body possesses potential energy due to the work done against the restoring force. Actually what is restoring force? F proportional to minus x. From that F is equal to minus kx. The restoring force is given by minus kx. Now the work done by the body in displacing a small distance dx is given by dw is equal to f into dx, where dx is the displacement, f is the force. So work done dw is equal to minus f into dx. If I integrate both sides, I will get total work done, that is given by potential energy. W is equal to U, potential energy, is equal to integral f dx minus integral f dx. What is f? Restoring force. What is it? What it is? Minus kx. If I substitute that one, potential energy U is equal to minus integration minus kx dx. Minus into minus plus. U is equal to integration kx dx. If I integrate, k is constant, put it outside. Now U is equal to k integration x dx. If I integrate x, what I will get? X square by 2. X square by 2. So U is equal to half kx square plus c. right? U is equal to half kx square plus c. C is integration constant. To find out the value of integration constant, let x is equal to 0, potential energy is also 0. If I put x is equal to 0 and u is equal to 0, then I will get c is equal to 0. Now potential energy, what I will get? U is equal to half kx square. This is the potential energy. But what is the displacement? X is equal to a sin omega naught t plus theta. But what is potential energy? Half kx square. Now substitute the value of x in that equation. What I will get? U is equal to half k a sin omega naught t plus theta whole square. Right? If I separate square, then u is equal to half k a square sin square omega naught t plus theta. But we know that actually what is omega naught square? K by m. That implies, then bring m this side. Now write that equation for k. K is equal to m omega naught square. Substitute the value of k in above equation u. Now that implies u is equal to half, k means m omega naught square, a square sin square omega naught t plus theta. This is the potential energy, equation 3. Okay, now you got kinetic energy and potential energy. Just simply now find out the total energy. Kinetic energy, potential energy is half m a square omega naught square sin square omega naught t plus theta. And what is potential kinetic energy? What is kinetic energy? Half m a square omega naught square cos square omega naught t plus theta. Now total energy is equal to k plus u. That implies total energy E is equal to half m a square omega naught square sin square omega naught t plus theta plus half m a square omega naught square cos square omega naught t plus theta. In both the terms, half m a square omega naught square is common. Put it common. Then what you will get? Half m a square omega naught square into sin square omega naught square t plus theta plus cos square omega naught t plus theta. In that, sin square theta plus cos square theta becomes 1, right? Now E is equal to half m a square omega naught square. This is the total energy. This is the total energy of the oscillator. You can change this energy form in another terms. Actually, what is frequency nu? Actually, the angular frequency omega naught and the frequency is nu. Then the relation between these two is omega naught is equal to 2 pi nu. Substitute the omega naught value in above equation. Then what I will get? E is equal to half m a square into 2 pi nu whole square. Right? That implies half m a square, 2 square means 4 pi square nu square. 4 by 2 means 2 will get cancelled and 2 will be remains. That means E is equal to 2 pi nu square a square m. This is the equation of energy of oscillator. So you can write E is equal to 2 pi nu square a square m or half m a square omega naught square. Whatever you can write, that is the equation for energy of oscillator. From this equation, some of the points are very clear. That one is energy is directly proportional to square of the amplitude. That means E proportional to a square. From that equation it is clear. So E proportional to a square and energy is directly proportional to square of the frequency nu square. That means E proportional to nu square, and actually frequency is nothing but reciprocal of time period. That means nu proportional to 1 by t. So E proportional to nu square, that means E proportional to 1 by t square. So I can write energy is inversely proportional to square of the time period, right? This is about the energy of the oscillator. Next, if I draw the energy versus displacement curve, it looks like this. This graph shows the energy versus displacement. On x-axis displacement, on y-axis total energy of the oscillator. That navy blue color line indicates the curve of the kinetic energy and red color curve indicates the curve of the potential energy. At any instant, total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. From that curve, it is clear that potential energy is 0 at equilibrium position. That means at mean position, potential energy is 0 and it is increasing as it is moving from the mean position to the extreme positions. That means as you move away from the mean position, potential energy is increasing and it is maximum at the extreme positions. That's why at plus A and minus A, the red color curve is maximum is there and it is decreasing as it is coming towards the mean position. At the same time, kinetic energy is maximum at 0, that means maximum at mean position, and it is decreasing towards the extreme positions because the velocity of the body is maximum at the mean position and it decreases towards the extreme positions, and at extreme position the velocity is 0. That's why kinetic energy also 0. So kinetic energy is maximum at mean position and it decreases towards the ends and it is 0 at extreme positions, right? At any instant of time, total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy, and the energy of the oscillator is always constant, that is given by half ma square omega naught square, right? Thank you very much. Please watch, share, like, comment my videos. Thank you.